fifth favorite snake in the world, ball python. See Storm right here? Same species as her. So the reason that I love ball pythons, so the reason that they aren't higher up on the list is because they're just very, very common. When you think of a snake, most people just automatically think ball python. Them and corn snakes are the most popular pet snake, no debate about that. Now ball pythons are super cool because you can see right here, Storm, she is a Mojave gold blush ball python, so you can see her colors differ very much from a normal ball python, which you can see up here, and that is the main reason that they are on the list. They can come in so many different morphs, so colors and patterns that like vary and stuff, and also their personality is just so docile. As you can see here, Storm's just slowly moving across my hand. She's not being hissy, she's not trying to bite me. I can put her on my head and she just will not do anything, just chill out. And yeah, that's why ball pythons are number 5. Number 4 on this list, corn snakes. So right here, this is Dusa, my 10-year-old Okatee corn snake. She may not look like an Okatee, but that's just because as snakes age, they lose their color and stuff like that. Kind of similar to like how a human, when they grow older, they'll lose the pigment in their hair and stuff like that. So the reason that corn snakes come in at number 4 is probably a bit biased because Dusa, I just love her so much and she's just such an awesome snake. So I just love corn snakes for that reason. So corn snakes, as you can see, she's just sitting here and I can just do whatever I want. I could do work or just anything like that, and she'll just sit here and not really do anything. Also, she can be active, which is fun because you don't always just want a snake that's just sitting there. You can also have, like, she'll also be moving around. She's curious, she shows interest in some stuff, and I just think that's cool because lots of pythons and stuff like that just sit there and do nothing. But Dusa, she is curious, flicking her tongue, and just beautiful in general. So yeah, that's why corn snakes are number 4 on the list. Coming in at number 3 on this list, hognoses. So the reason I like hognoses so much is because they're just so cute. That little shovel nose and the little defense displays that they have with the little hood up and how sassy they are. They're also like drama queens of all snakes. They'll play dead and it's just so cool. Well, not cool, but just funny to see it. Obviously, you don't want to stress your snake out to the point where your snake has to play dead or anything. But yeah, hognoses, they're just such like a manageable size. It doesn't feel like you're gonna break them just by closing your hand like this, and they're also not too big to scare a lot of people. Like Storm, she'll be around 5 feet long based on the size of her mother and father, yeah. And that's like the average size for a female ball python. For hognoses, it's around 3 feet. So yeah. Also, one cool thing about hognoses, they are technically rear fang venomous, which means they aren't like, they have these 2 teeth at the back of their throat that they have to, and they have a modified saliva, so they have to bite you, then chew down, and then get it in the saliva into you. But unless you're allergic to it, you will most likely not have a problem. It will just be like a bee sting or something. Bad cases, it will be like a fever or something. But yeah. So that's why hognoses are number 3 on this list. So for my number 2 spot on this list, garter snakes. Garter snakes, there's something about them that are just so cool. They have definitely some really pretty morphs, and also the coolest thing about them they are they spend some time in the water, and also you can cohabitate them. There have been studies done on them, and it has been proven that they will actually form like groups, best friends, and have mates for most of their life, which is pretty insane because Storm, she would not care for any other snake. She's just like, okay, you're another snake, and then she'd just leave. But with garter snakes, they actually form like best friends in groups and stuff. So I just find that so fascinating that you could have species of snakes and like a species of snake and just cohabitate them, and they could all be in the same tank. That would just be so cool. Another thing with garter snakes that's really cool, you don't strictly have to feed them rodents. You can also feed them certain types of fish and also some insects like earthworms and stuff. So yeah, that's why garter snakes are the number 2 place, and also because if I go outside, I can see them all the time. So cool. So yeah. Finally, what you've all been waiting for, number 1 spot, false water cobras. False water cobras, there's just something about them. I can't really pin it, but they're just the coolest looking snake ever. They have that little stripe going down their eye, and it just makes me think of raccoons, and raccoons are just so cute. Also, they are also technically rear-fanged, well, not even technically, they are 100% considered rear-fanged venomous, and also, as their name implies, false water cobra, they are also semi-aquatic, so they will also spend time in water and stuff, and I think that's super cool. Something about snakes swimming is just so awesome. False water cobras, I also just love their pattern. I love the fact that they'll hood up. It's just so cool because venomous reptiles definitely are super pretty but super dangerous, so cool that you could keep a technically non-venomous reptile and it's not a threat to you. So yeah, that's why false water cobras are number 1 on my list, and thank you guys very much for watching. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, or even a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. And please consider sharing this with your friends, and have a great day.